case. Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So for the Mavericks, their last game, a loss to the Jazz. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Harden, no good. And so Collison will bring it up for San Antonio. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season.
Whoa! Man, talk about bringing it. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Gasol up top. Collison the bounce pass. Here's Aldridge. The shot comes out, and the Mavericks going the other way now. And that one hits back iron.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
To the paint. There's Harold. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did. You know, for the Mavericks, protecting the rim has been an issue. Bottom of the league in block shots 3 years in a row now.
Pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Bridges. Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got his first points in this one.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Offensive rebound. No good with the layup.
Boy, he's having a tough time right now. Seems like he's forcing his shot a bit to me, Kevin, not letting it come in the flow of the game.
And talking about the Mavericks defense, they also had trouble stopping dribble penetration.
Well, not really athletic as a group, which was part of the problem in that area of the game, but extremely smart as a group. They knew what offenses were trying to do to stop them. I think some of that is not just the IQ of the players, but the acumen of the coaching staff. Very sharp and shrewd in game plan design.
Here is Harden following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. He gets that one.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Boy, incredible effort on defense. Refusing to give him an uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
Harden's shot is off. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Gasol. And here is Aldridge. Fades back. And the shot goes in. Aldridge has got 6. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you just love the way that J.J. Redick moves on offense. He keeps his defender occupied, constantly on the lookout for operating room to get his shot off. He comes off screen extremely well, uses angles and craftiness. Terrific off-the-ball movement by one of the best shooters in the league.
Now, here's Aldridge. 6 points for him. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh,
I mean, how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Pass to Young. Harrell with it. Gasol covering. Lock at 6. Now here's Harden. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Spurs leading by 3. From deep, Ingles. The rebound by Harden. A minute 42 left in the first. Some solid defense from Gasol.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Pass to Bridges. Harden outside. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And, you know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. And Collison with a clear path to the hoop. Redick for 3. That shot missing. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Back to Young. Hands it from downtown.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hand.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Buries it from 3-point range. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
It's just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. And so Young nails them both.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
Aldridge down low. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
It's the main strength in Redick's game, his 3-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Pass to Caruso. Shot clock at 6. With the floater. Harden with the bucket, getting it done inside. Harden's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Mavs. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Pass to Caruso. Dallas moving the ball around. Now Harden launches a three. Another three for Dallas.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Yeah, these teams evenly matched, Greg, trading hits and refusing to give up any advantage.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at them. Show them you can shoot from outside all night long.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And he comes up with the deuce. Aldridge has got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. And stolen by Redick. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Dallas calls timeout. And J.J. Redick, a longtime vet in the NBA, but still plays with a lot of energy.
And Redick said he feels like he's been revitalized in the last few seasons with his change of scenery, playing with more joy, and has always been explosive off the ball in his efforts to get open. You can see when he's on the floor, the whole offense seems to pick up their energy.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Ingles can't get it to go. And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. In the next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. From deep, Gasol. San Antonio with the new 24. And that one's good by Aldridge.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
And a wide-open look for Lynn. Misses off the left iron.
Can't get more open than that. No idea how he mistimed that mid-range shot. Maybe he was too open.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And something else that's stood out for me tonight is their efficient scoring in the low post.
To the inside. Williams, that's good.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Aldridge's shot is good.
I mean, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
Lynn looking it over. Gasol with the steal. Here's Aldridge. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now an 11-point Spurs lead.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And it's well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Pass to Williams.
Come get it, come get it.
Harden outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And he's good on the second. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, it's probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe. The one that starts with the name of Larry.
Gasol with the steal. And finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take a whole lot of effort for Gasol to dunk it home. At 7 feet tall, he uses his height to power home those games.
A nice shot by Lynn.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden continues to work on his defense. It is a work in progress, but showing a bit of an edge on this end of the floor now. I like it.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Harden's got 24 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. And of every... And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mark, you had a terrific amateur career. You made NBA all-rookie first team. Can't exactly call you a late bloomer at all. You were really thriving.
Yeah, I had a lot of great people around me, Kevin, from the time I started playing in middle school to high school, college, the pros. Actually was fortunate Herb Williams, a teammate of mine in college at Ohio State, was also with the Pacers when I got there. So that helped my transition immensely to have a friend, veteran guy in the league. He had been there a year before me. Break me in, and then I had an opportunity to play a lot and show what I could do, but I attribute it to good fortune, favor, and a lot of good people.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. The Mavericks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Right side, Gasol. Outside for Redick. Gasol trying to free himself up. And J.J. Redick good for 3.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Pass to Harden. Over Collison. Misses off the right iron.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Here's Young. He has 7. Pass to Harden. Young with the ball. Back to Harden. Gasol with the steal. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first personal foul. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Taken away by Williams.
The second half hasn't gone nearly as well for him. He'd only had 1 before the break in terms of turnovers, but that number's growing as this game progresses.
And Clark, the Dallas Mavericks, it used to be that you could count on them being in the playoffs almost every single season.
Yeah, that was the case right before these last 2 years. I mean, they made the postseason 15 out of 16 times prior to that. Proud ownership, consistent ownership, outstanding coaching. It won't be long before they're really good again.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And, you know, the length and height of Aldridge make him a tough matchup. He's a hard guy to go against, a strong forward that has an impressive mid-range stroke.
In the corner, Harrell with it. Knocked loose. Back to Young. 4 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
The Spurs have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 9 points.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, you know, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, you know, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
Back to Young. Here's Jones. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Gasol inside. Over Jones. And the Spurs scoring again.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Pass to Jones. Dallas moving the ball around. One-on-one fast break. A wide open look for Gasol. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Spurs.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And another basket for San Antonio.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Harden draws the double. Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
Back to Van Vliet. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Van Vliet's got 8 points.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And there it is for him. Gasol's got 13 points in the second half.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Pass to Harden. Takes the three. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Goes up again. And it's Jones laying it in. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
Nailed from three-point land.
The timing by Batum. Really good at recognizing when to fire off the catch.
From deep. And so it's San Antonio. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Mavericks call time here. Dribble drive has never gone out of style. Still a primary weapon when you think about some of the guys who are best at that. Who comes to mind for it?
Man, there are a lot of guys that convert off the bounce at a high level. LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, one of the very best. I don't know if anybody has a handle as sweet as his. Harden. Harden is terrific off the dribble with the drive or the pull-up jump shot. Dennis Schroeder, maybe not of the ilk of those guys, but certainly a handful when he's got the ball in his hands with a live dribble.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Down low. Here's Harden. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Harden's got 33.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
It's picked off. Pass to Caruso. Lets the three fly. San Antonio with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oubre, good.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Spurs leading by 15. Pass to Gasol. From deep three-point range.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there. Boy, he's been excellent thus far, Kevin, but it still hasn't been enough to get them the lead.
And Johnson with the stuff.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
To the inside. Batum with the steal. Makes it off the glass. And it's 6 points for Pau Gasol.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Here's Harden. Ellington grabs the miss. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for San Antonio. They lead by 17. Over Jones. Gasol, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Over Jones. Gasol with another miss.
I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. to the paint. Here's Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his third foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Here's Aldridge. Hits the jump hook. Aldridge has got 28 points for the game.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Pass to Harden. Offline with his three. Spurs leading by 19. It's Redick on the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Now here is Aldridge. Fades and shoots. That one a little long. Mavericks trailed by 19. Rejected by Gasol. Pass to Harrell. Tries again. Now Oubre. Ingles covering. Shot clock at 5. The deep three from Harden. No good there. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Aldridge with it. To the middle. Here's Gasol. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Gasol's got 15 points in just the second half.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
Man, always nice to get win number 1 against the opponent. You'll be seeing a total of this matchup 4 times over the course of the year. So they set the tone tonight, though, for their season series against the Mavericks.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Aldridge.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Back to Lynn. Pass to Harden. It's stolen by Ingles. And now it's Collison running. He can go all the way. And finished off by Collison.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Dallas again missing.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Well, they've got to be pleased with the effort they've seen so far tonight. Everybody pitching in for what looks to be a solid W.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up